Now, granted, this is through a car window. My mom and dad exposed us, gave us the opportunity of the gift of getting to see the beauty of life, the beauty of ecosystems, pretty places, environment, and an appreciation for life and beauty and critters. My mom wants to be free to enjoy so much of what it is she has enjoyed and taught and shared about her life. You know, she wants her life back. She's been trapped. Let her come out and see pretty spots like this. This one is not near home. It's some other town. It's some other county. Someplace I've never been before. I'm going to try to zoom in the camera and show you. The window there is dirty, but forgive that. So now this camera has some photographic lighting distortion, and it's making that water look more bluish when in fact it is a little more hint of greenish in that spot right now. Not deep green, but that's a total color distortion of this Kodak camera. But I wanted to talk about one of the incredible things that seaweed is. You know, it's an important ecosystem. It's a whole set of habitats. It's you know, the kinds of life that needs seaweed helps give places to hide, places to insulate from heat or cold. When look at this, the tide's down and the seaweed's still moist under there. So there can be certain life that lives under the under and in the seaweed. And seaweed also, it can help with protection for critters from wave action. Seaweed is crucial to the shorelines. It's very important that people understand the importance of, just as marshes are enormous to shoreline, seaweed and various varieties and various other. I'm not talking my best right now. But anyway, when I was growing up, we learned to be able to clamber over big rocks like those. We got sure-footed and could, you know, just the fun of all this nature and beauty in this world is so precious. But my mom's right. She day after day of her life has been stolen from her for more than a year. She's, with some exceptions of getting out, she has been taken away from the life she knew and from her opportunities to decide when she wants to, if she wants to go to some pretty spot, not this one, because again this is far from home, but you know, give her life back, for God's sakes. How can anybody do this to another human being? How can somebody just, you know, I know this is going to offend some people, but, well, I guess I won't say it then, but look, if this is the beauty of this earth. A seagull just flew by. I was hoping it would fly in view of the camera. I didn't pan because the front window is a little bit of, well, I will pan. I just didn't want to look at that wave action. The next window over is a little more dirty. It's got little dog nose smudges. I think the dog nose smudges. Oh, it's been 4 minutes. Okay, I'm going to pan over here. I'm sorry, I'm jiggling a little. It's kind of pretty island. I think it's an island and not a peninsula. Or a piece of shoreline that's curved around. Let me look. I don't see anything off to the right. That's the sound of a seagull, Sonny. The dog noticed. The other dog usually gets her spot in the front seat. but I was in a hurry to get earlier to leave a spot. I had to get to a restroom. So I put her in the easiest way I could. But it's just, the beauty of the earth is too precious. To hoard them is the wrong word, but to trap them away from life and beauty. How can anybody do this to anybody? And then furthermore, the people that get dumped, they get their belongings stolen, their home, sometimes the things getting sold off or thrown out. This is what's happening to a number of different people. I was hearing of it happening. Sunny Puppy, I think you're laying on some flowers. There, I got it. And then sometimes physically abused and drugged and tortured. Sometimes stories of starvation. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, cool. I made reference to the advanced knowledge of fishermen. If you notice, now why, for those that aren't familiar with the ocean and the water, hold on a moment, I've got to jiggle a moment. Sorry. Do you notice, now understandably when the water comes up on the rocks, you know why it's splashing up high. Do you notice that white out there? Why do you think, if you're not familiar with the ocean, why do you think that's, you see there's rocks, there's some kind of hidden rocks under that water over there. See that? There's that, imagine a boat was coming along and they did not know that that there was a rock there under the white area, or the, further, when you go, see you've got shoreline, and then it's the kind of dark colored water, and then it's that whitish frothy area, and see how the splash goes up because there's rocks there. I'd zoom in better if I could, but this camera, it's not advanced. And that's one of the things. I see fishermen that know what they're doing, fishermen and other boaters that know the waters well. You'll know about that. They'll know how to read on a sea chart. And it's years ago, there were certain, I don't know about nowadays, I've heard, but maybe different nowadays. But years ago, there used to be certain things that I remember hearing were not on the charts a long time ago. And if people didn't know the waters, they could run aground. Running aground can mean a hole in a boat. Can mean boat can go down, and it means people can end up in ice cold, potential hypothermic waters. And who knows if they will bump their head in the process of bumping a rock, hitting hard. If they're coming along fast and all of a sudden they hit and don't know, they could end up injured, and they might not be if they're able to swim, they might not be conscious to swim. Too many people don't wear their life jackets while they boat. On sailboats, there's that big boom that can come swinging very fast across the boat. And how many people get overconfident and don't wear life jackets? Even with the more modern designs that are much more comfortable than years ago. It's, Dad was very safety conscious. Mom and Dad, always they tried to make sure we had gear in the boat. And anyway, had things. So I'm going to pan this over, and there's the dog. No, you're the dog, sweetheart. I meant you, dear. You're the dog. Hey, look at that sweet soft fur. Did I surprise you? Those of you watching this? I want to zoom in on those two birds out on the rock out there, that big boulder out there. I don't know, on a bigger screen if you could see them better. Well, anyway, I'm sorry the sun's not out. And I'm sorry that did some digital, I've heard this from some artists, that digital these days just hasn't managed to tweak the color well enough for technology, so that trying to get, they need some, for those people that want to make money on the internet world, and I don't mean internet, I mean computer world, do what you can to improve the color issue, because I've even heard of it from more than one there's professional artists that know about it. There needs to be work on making a digital be able to properly portray color. I've had some flowers that would, I forget, they were either purple and showed as blue or blue and showed as purple. No matter what angle, no matter what techniques I did. And I've heard of this. So anyway, oh, it's 10 minutes. I gotta save my memory card. Save my mom, Carol W. Smith from Huntington Common in what's that town called? Kennebunk, Maine, and set her free per the law. Let her come home. Let her come home to me and my dogs and have her life back. And don't fall for the rumors and lies that people try to say. There's so many people come up with excuses. The truth is, the law is the law, and Mom knows what she wants. She wants to be home.